Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. I hope you're doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at the time you find this video, the daily energy and advice. Let's have a look what's going on for Pisces placements. Thank you to everyone who commented and shared where you're watching me from. That was so awesome. And it was really cool, okay? A lot of people from the States, some people from close to home in the UK, a lot of people from Europe, New Zealand, Australia. I think I had someone comment from Samoa, which is amazing. Hawaii, Jamaica. Oh my God, it's so cool. It's really heartwarming for me. So thank you. This was cool for me. Really heartwarming to see, you know, where my messages go in the world. It's really one of the true benefits of the modern world and technology, isn't it? Being able to have that reach and hopefully help people all over the world. So thank you for that. That was really nice. All right, let's see. Okay, the Five of Pentacles flipped over. So either dealing with a loss or fearing a loss. Let's see. What's going on for Pisces placements at the time they watch this video? What do they need to know? Pisces placements, daily energy and advice for their highest good. As always, thank you for liking and sharing your comments, subscribing. I'm trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to get more visibility on the videos. So everything you do helps a great deal. So thank you. And thank you to my members for your extra support. Very much appreciated. All right. Let's see what we got going on for Pisces. So we have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Cooperation, collaboration, team effort. Could also be the energy of growth, elevation, seeing increase, a raise in something. Results coming in, good feedback for good work done, type of energy. Or that could be what you're dealing with. Currently, you've got some sort of test, exam, presentation, audit type of situation. So let's see. Current situation, the Five of Wands. So currently, this is, you know, everyone wants to be heard. They don't want to listen to anyone else, get their point across, and doesn't matter about anyone else's. It could be petty fighting. It could be a bit, you know, tense type of dynamic within a group. Or within a relationship, a one-to-one dynamic, or even just within yourself. There's some inner turmoil, inner conflict going on. There could also be an aspect of competition, a bid, an application process, being pitted against other people. You're trying to cooperate, collaborate, but maybe you're the only one who's trying to collaborate and everyone else just wants to get ahead. We'll see. In the challenge here, we have the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is a time of pause, respite. So if there has been chaos, conflict, even competition, the challenge with the Four of Swords is not letting it get to you. Okay, which is, it sounds so simple, right? It sounds so easy to do, and it's yet so very difficult because it does get to you. It's stress, and people get under your skin. But the Four of Swords is a challenge, is asking you to prioritize your health, mental health, emotional health, physical health, spiritual health. And it's showing up as a challenge because it's almost like you're close to some sort of breaking point. Or if you allow this to carry on the way it is, you're going to get to a breaking point. You're going to experience burnout. You may be losing your health, definitely losing your peace of mind. Interesting. It could also be that just a lot of people are coming to you for support, for help, for guidance. And you're a bit torn with the Five of Wands and the Four of Swords because you don't really have the time for yourself. You know you should be making time for yourself, but at the same time you want to be there for everyone else. And there's that inner conflict of I can't split myself. I'm one person. I can't be five people. In the foundation, we have the Magician. And this talks about manifestation. It talks about creating something new. It talks about putting wheels in motion, working with the resources you have, being creative, assigning things, reassigning things, budgeting, and that includes your time, not just your money, okay, all your resources that are available to you. It could have been a meeting, a negotiation, an offer, something you're trying to create. And maybe that's why you're trying to, it's a situation where, well, if I help everyone else, then when I ask them for help, they're going to come help me too, right? Collaboration, cooperation. But it's all for a purpose and a goal that has to do with something you're trying to create for yourself. We have the Hangman in the recent past. That's your energy, Pisces energy. And it's a time of pause, reflection, but it's also a time of sacrifice, Pisces. So I'm seeing a message here to do with, be careful with the balance of give and take, okay? You're giving, you also have to receive, or you're giving to others, you also have to give to yourself. Be mindful of what you're sacrificing, okay? On the mind, Six of Pentacles, yeah, what I just said. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be giving and receiving. I feel like a lot of people are coming to you, pulling you in a lot of different directions, and you might be putting pressure on yourself to be there for everyone, even if it's just to be a listening ear, even if it's just to pick up the phone and have an hour-long conversation with someone because they need to talk to someone, even if it is financial support, even it's whatever it is, right? People just asking for resource from you, whatever kind, care, attention, affection, whatever it is, and you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be there and to be there for everyone. There needs to be a balance, okay? And with the Hangman here, this tells me that you've been doing this and you've been sacrificing, and it's coming close to breaking point, Pisces. So this is a bit of a heads up. This is a little bit of a warning of be careful what you're sacrificing. Don't sacrifice yourself. Don't sacrifice your health, because if you lose your health, you're not really going to be able to help anyone else, right? So if that's your focus, then you being okay should be top of the list, because if you're okay, then you can help everyone else the way you want to. But if you're not okay, how are you going to help anyone? You know, so if you think of it in those terms, that might help you feel more comfortable and more at ease and less guilty potentially for taking time for yourself, right? So let's see what we have in today's energy here. We have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. We have the Eight of Swords. You're limiting yourself. And the King of Swords. You're binding yourself. You're limiting yourself. You're binding yourself to something or someone that is not in your best interest. It's not your goal. It's not what you want. You're sacrificing your happiness. You're spending, investing, giving away. Actually, it's not an investment. Your energy, your happiness, your joy, your confidence, your vitality. Because you think that that's the right thing to do with the King of Swords. But also with the King of Swords as advice, this is asking you to have a realistic perspective, a very factual perspective on what it is that you're doing. To think in terms of giving and receiving, to think in terms of balance. What am I giving and what am I receiving from this situation? And if it doesn't add up, to make the change, to make the cut, or to have a conversation, to ask for more, or to say, I can't help you, right? And it is a challenge. Not a lot of people are comfortable doing that for various reasons. But the bottom line here, Pisces, is this is coming up as a heads up of take action now before you experience that loss with the Five of Pentacles we saw in the pre-shuffle. Okay, take action now. Start saying no to people. If you can't, just because you have an hour that's free in your schedule doesn't mean you have to fill it with something for someone else. You can take that hour for yourself, right? Just because you have some money coming in where, you know, it's extra to what you absolutely need, that doesn't mean you have to give it away. You know, you work hard for that money. That's yours. No one else is entitled to it. It's your choice what you give and how far you take it. And that's a lesson that I think Pisces needs to learn, because we don't have boundaries as a sign, right? That's just how we're built. We're unconditional. We don't have boundaries. We sacrifice as if that's our nature to sacrifice, right? But that in the reality, in the 3D world, Pisces, that doesn't really work. It's not sustainable, because that's how we end up as, you know, taken advantage of, depleted and discarded, not being seen, valued, appreciated, because we never ask for that. We just give and hope for the best, right? And we don't give for with an intent or for a reason or with an agenda, or But unfortunately, we attract a lot of takers, we attract a lot of predators, because we are exposed by not having boundaries, by not having this understanding of the importance of balance. We end up in all sorts of tricky situations. And this is just a heads up of, hey Pisces, just be aware what you started over here, all this sacrifice, it's starting to cost you your health. Be mindful, be careful, act now before it's too late. All right. So let's see, let's clarify and get more messages out for Pisces when it comes to this. 5 of Wands in the current situation, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, you're giving. Feeling very conflicted. In this deck, this is why I love it when they ask me to use certain decks, and seeing why they have the page has a mask on, right? So you're not showing your emotions, you're not talking about what you're experiencing, you're not talking about what you're going through, you're just showing up with the pentacle, right? Because someone asked for it. And that's a very noble thing to do, Pisces, but we have to be careful who we do that with. Not everyone deserves that. Not everyone is worthy of that. Okay? But yeah, people are asking, and you're turning up. Doesn't matter how I feel about it. They ask for help, I'm giving them help, right? 4 of Swords in the challenge. Look, we have the Tower. Be very careful, Pisces. I don't mean to scare anyone. This isn't that. This, you know what I'm telling you. This isn't news. Okay? This isn't news. This is where you're headed, and you've been trying to balance it. You've been trying to walk that tightrope of, going close to the edge of a breaking point and then turning around, and but not really making any significant changes. It's like firefighting, but not really making any significant changes to kind of get ahead of it or just get out of it. Because you want to be there for people, because you want to help, or because you feel like you have to, because you feel like that's the right thing to do. But I really feel like whoever this is, and it could be a person or a group of people, they're some of them are literally just taking advantage. They know exactly what's going on, they're taking advantage. For others, it's a case of, well, if Pisces said they can do it, I can see they're struggling, but if they said they can do it, I'm just going to have to take them at their word. So they're not actively trying to sabotage or actively trying to take advantage, but they're kind of allowing you to do something that they're not sure is healthy for you, Because it's a case of, well, if that's what Pisces chooses to do and it benefits me, they might ask you, are you sure, Pisces? And if you're going, yeah, they'll go, okay, well then, sure, do it. Don't put yourself in a hole over giving. The Magician in the Foundation, we have the 6 of Cups. So this could be someone playing on your emotions. This could be someone you have a long history with. This could be a family member, a partner, a spouse, an ex, someone you have children with. This could be an old friend. This could be, like I say, whoever it is, you have a long history with this person. And they're kind of using that, or that's the reason that you're helping, because they're my oldest friend, or they're my brother, they're my family member, they're my whatever. And for others of you, this is genuinely someone kind of taking advantage, the Magician, manipulating your kind nature, 6 of Cups. They view you as a bit immature, or a bit naive, or a bit gullible, okay? And with the Magician, that's a resource to them, okay? So be very careful. The Hangman in the recent past. See, walking that tightrope. 2 of Pentacles. Trying to see, okay, well, or you borrowing money to help someone else, and you put yourself in debt to help someone else, and you're never going to see that money from that person. You're going to have to pay it off yourself. And it's not sustainable, but it's also, if you want to think of it from a spiritual perspective, you're taking on someone else's karma. Their karma is to struggle. And if you're going above and beyond, putting yourself in a struggle to help them, like, deal with their struggle for them, basically, you're taking that struggle on. You're taking that karma on. You don't deserve that. So why are you doing that? And at the same time, you're kind of enabling them. They're never going to face their karma. They're only digging themselves deeper. So you're not really doing them any favors. You know what I mean? In that kind of instance. So there's, yeah, it's time to sit down and really look at some things very carefully, Pisces, and to just be very honest with yourself. Are you carrying someone else's burden? And if you are, why? Why do you feel you have to? Do you feel you have a choice? Why are you choosing that? Do you feel you don't have a choice? Why do you feel that way? Because this is someone else's burden, okay? Six of Pentacles on the mind. The Devil. This is feeling like you have no choice, no say in the matter, no power, but to give, to help, to sacrifice. And why is that, Pisces? Who told you that? Who told you that? Who taught you that? Who showed you that? But it's a pattern. It's unhealthy. And it has a spiritual lesson in it. If we're willing to understand, to hear, to listen, to see. For some of you, I see someone got you stuck in a contract that was specifically drafted and designed to, once you sign it, that's it. You can't get out of it. That's what they're telling you. And the wording in the contract is very restrictive. Okay, it's not easy to get out of, but you do have choices. You do have ways out of it. So instead of giving this person whatever it is that they're telling you have to give them as per the contract, use that resource or use some of that resource to go get yourself some legal help. You know what I mean? But it comes down to the confidence in yourself and taking your power back, and you getting behind that wheel, you calling the shots. Instead of firefighting someone else's demands, right? And you never know what else they're going to throw at you. You're under constant pressure, constant stress. Instead of firefighting, taking a step back and just kind of looking above the fire and seeing, where the hell did that fire start? Why did it start? And how can we prevent it? Because it's not, you keep fighting it, keep putting it out, and it just keeps coming, right? When you take a step back and you look behind it, you see the cause of it. You see what keeps it lit. And if you then just kind of go around it and just deal with the source of it, then that's really clearing that problem. That is really putting that problem to bed. You don't have to do that ever again, right? It won't stay lit in your life. But if we just look at what's in front of us and deal with the demand, the pressure, the firefighting, right? We don't have that perspective. And doing this and thinking it has to get better. I've been doing this for a while. It has to be getting better, right? And just going on that faith and going on that belief. Before you know it, years have passed of you doing this, Pisces, and it hasn't got better. If anything, it got worse. Okay, so we're getting back into deep messages. It must be the Saturn influence. All right, let's clarify. Queen of Wands is you, who you are without this burden. Without anyone else's problems. This is who you are, Pisces. Male or female, it doesn't matter. You're happy-go-lucky. You're joyful. You're grateful for what you have, even the difficult stuff. Nothing gets you down. You're optimistic. You're exuberant. You're full of energy and vitality. Even, you have bad days, but overall, you are filled with like curiosity, childlike joy, and just wanting to dance and sing and live life and be happy. This is who you are. But because of what you're taking on over here that's not yours to carry, you can't be that. Eight of Swords. You can't be that. You don't have the time anymore. You don't have the resource anymore. You don't have the energy anymore. Or even worse, this could be a situation where you're telling yourself, I can't be too happy around this person because it's going to make them feel bad. I can't be too free around this person because it's only going to remind them that they're not. I can't be... But is that fair, Pisces? I'm just going to ask you that and kind of leave you with that and for you to consider. Is that fair on you? So let's see. Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the King of Swords. Now the Ten of Pentacles with the Sun. Hold on, one more. Nine of Swords. Page of Swords. This is you, Pisces. The Ten of Pentacles with the Sun is you. You work hard, you do the right thing, you're responsible, you put money aside. And this is who you're dealing with, a person or a group of people. It's exactly what I was saying. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Page of Swords. In your head, afraid of saying no, afraid of what they'll say, they'll think, afraid of what your actions look like to them. I can't say this, they'll think that. I can't do this, they'll think that. They'll feel bad, they'll this and that and the other. Being afraid of criticism, being afraid of conflict, being afraid to upset this person. But it's costing you your happiness, your joy, your health, and your money, and your stability overall. Okay, so it's time for some boundaries. It's time for some boundaries. This could also be family. Someone's just kind of leeching off of you, Pisces, and either you're not seeing it in those terms, but you're aware of it. You might be calling it something else. You might be calling it helping them, but it might be a case of it's not help, it's enabling. It might be a case of they're actually taking advantage. It might be a case of it's actually sacrifice. You're just calling it helping. The Star is all about you freeing yourself, living your life. And 5 of Swords, you're in an environment or around a person or a group of people where you think there's collaboration and cooperation, but someone is using you for money or resources of any other kind. Okay? You think this is someone who's happy for you, but they're actually judging you and criticizing you. This is someone who doesn't allow you to be who you are, however that resonates, because it does something to them, right? If you smile too much, they go, why are you smiling so much? Are you making fun of me? Or if you're free, carefree, joyful, they look at you like, Pisces, what's wrong with you? What was wrong with you? You must be crazy to feel this way. Look at everything that's going on. How can you feel joy? You know, this is that person in your life, Pisces, and it's got to stop. It has to stop. Ace of Swords. It has to stop. Temperance. Cut something out, someone out, because it's affecting your health and the balance in your life, the stability, the flow in your life. Okay, it's about to cost you your blessings. It's about to cost you things you've worked very hard for. And it's not necessarily easy, Pisces, but it's up to you. It's up to you. If you allow this to happen, you'll sacrifice yourself for someone who, once you can't help them anymore, will just discard you and keep going. Just putting it out there, okay? If instead you start putting up boundaries and you start by saying no, not to everything, but, you know, I looked at my schedule, I can't do that for you today. I could do it for you next week. And they may kick and scream and fuss, but if they do, and that's a clue for you. That person doesn't value your time, your resources. They don't value your health. They don't respect your schedule. They don't respect your investments. They don't respect your other responsibilities, right? And that's all you need to know, isn't it? Look at it. We have metamorphosis, embrace transformation. Things are different now. Things are pushing you to a breaking point for you to make changes, okay? For you to see yourself differently and for you to see the situation you're in differently. Call it what it is, King of Swords, okay? And I'm going to read to you from the book. You're already aware of these things. You already see them. It already doesn't sit right with you. You're already questioning things, but you're not taking it to that next step of, okay, let me make some changes then, if this is what it is, or even testing to see if that's what it is, to say no to someone and to see what they do. If they go, I understand, Pisces, no worries, right? If you tell someone, oh, I'd love to help you, but I can't, I'm just so tired, I was going to have that half day to myself just to rest and recharge, I can help you a different day. And if they go, okay, Pisces, absolutely, yeah, you take care of yourself, Pisces, I'll figure it out. Or yeah, let's do it the next day, whenever you can, Pisces. And thank you for helping me, right? Or if they kick and scream and fuss and how very dare you, Pisces, you're so selfish, then that's your answer. You know exactly who you're dealing with. And then the next step past that is putting boundaries in place with that person, because clearly they've shown you why they're in your life, right? They don't care about you, only care about them. And we need to get rid of these people, Pisces, because they're just sucking you dry. They really are. And unfortunately, this isn't a situation where it's going to stop on its own. Takers don't stop taking. It's up to us to handle it. It's up to us to have boundaries in place. They don't stop taking. Just like we don't have a limit to giving, they don't have a limit to taking. See what I mean? So, metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are different now. Water, more than any other element, is very used to change. Like lobsters, which must shed their shells in order to grow. Shed a restriction in order to grow. When the conditions call for it, water transforms itself from liquid to solid, ice, into gas, clouds, mist, vapor. And while it may appear that the way we humans change is a little more subtle and slow than that, as ever-changing beings living in an ever-changing world, we're constantly transforming too. Every moment of every single day is an opportunity to embrace or resist change. When we embrace change, we embrace the intelligence of life. When we resist change, we resist the intelligence of life. Often, it's in the growth phase that we feel most uncomfortable. When we've outgrown our skin or our shell or our old way of being, it requires great courage to release what was for the chance to begin again. This is what it means to transform, and it's what this card is all about. It's time to embrace what's changing around and within you, and to see it as an opportunity for great transformation and growth. And your activation message is, I embrace the changes that are happening around and within me. I'm ready to let them transform me. Okay, so there's some big change, big transformation that's been a long time coming. You might have been testing the situation. You might have been testing this person. You might have given ultimatums. You might have gone back and forth about it 50 million times. And this could be about your money. This could be going on in a relationship with a love interest or a potential love interest or a family member or co-worker, between you and your manager, between you and your own bad habits and the compulsions that you have, right? And sitting down looking where they come from. What do I do about it? Because it's something that is limiting your happiness. It's limiting your joy. It's limiting your potential. Or it's taking it away completely, okay? And that's something you need to be mindful of. So Pisces, I really hope this helps you. It's a deep message. It's not an easy one to hear. It's not an easy one to deliver, but it is what the facts is, what the facts are, right? It's facts. It's factual. It's the truth. It's time to really ask yourself, what do you value? Where is your breaking point? What is your deal breaker? What is the deal breaker for you? What is it that you're not willing to sacrifice? There has to be something. That's your first boundary. That's the first thing you protect. That's the first thing you start saying no around. No, you can't have this. This is mine. Okay? And for a lot of us, your health should be on that list. Mind, body, soul, financial. Okay? It's time to ask yourself some questions, because if you keep letting things go the way they have, you're going to get to this tower. This is like your heads up, your warning. You know, you have some time. If you act now, if you make the changes you need to make now, and you know what these changes are, you do, okay? You're very wise, you do. If you act now, you're going to bypass the tower, prevent the tower, not have to experience it, and just go towards the star, okay? Just release it before it's taken down for you, because when it's taken down for you, destruction has echoes. It's not just the one thing that's taken down. It comes with impact to other areas of life. And then we have to do a complete rebuild, okay? Whereas if we identify, the way they're putting it, the cancer, right? If we identify the problem, and we know what it is, you do know what it is, and we just cut that out, then we don't have to experience the tower. We just experience the freedom that comes from cutting that out, you know? And the Tower is a little bit more subtle in that, yes, it's complete change and we don't have to deal with that situation ever again, but we didn't have to go through that breaking point, right? So I really hope this helps, Pisces. I'm looking forward to your thoughts. I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful day. Let me know what this is. Let me know if this is helpful, Pisces. You know, share what you can, what you're comfortable with, but let me know if this helps you. I really hope it does. I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.